I'm Skully for Scraven Bitch Slaps America, and my topic for tonight is you're fat, you're skinny. Now you're probably asking yourself, why am I taking time out of my day to talk about obesity and anorexia and bulimia? Well, let me explain myself. I'm not fat and I'm not skinny. Now, to the naked eye, if you're a shallow bastard, I'm a little chunky. But, you know what? I have good self-esteem. I'm not saying, I'm just perfect, because no one's perfect, because if they were perfect, they'd be boring. But what I've noticed is that there is propaganda everywhere. Okay, I'm 17, and girls that are my age are they have eating disorders, and it's pathetic. And it's all because people don't like them, or they don't like themselves, or they're fucked in the head. That's my take. Anyway, I like to eat. I'm not gonna lie. I have my days where I'm just not hungry. So, I don't really look at that as being an eating disorder. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't gorge myself. But you have people who are depressed, okay, and eat their feelings, and then you have people who don't eat at all. And why? I mean, okay, either you have like a really distorted look about yourself, or you're trying to prove something to someone, or what. I at one point in time thought that I needed to drop like 50 pounds to impress a guy. Well, the guy ended up being a douchebag anyway, and I was like, you know what? That's taking away from who I am as a person. If you don't like me as I am, if you don't like my personality now, you're not gonna like my personality if I were fucking 85 pounds. Okay, so no. Anyway, 50% of American youth are obese. Okay, and I really wish I would have took a picture of this kid I saw today. Now, I'm not saying you have to be a health nut and that you have to eat grass and coffee beans, but I mean, you do need to take care of yourself every now and then. I really wish I would have had a camera. And, like I said, I'm not saying be a health nut. Eat a fucking cookie. But, my mom, she took me into a Chinese restaurant, and I wasn't really in the mood for Chinese, but I was like, whatever, it's food, I'm gonna eat it. And I go, and this kid that I saw had to be no more than 7 years old. And he was morbidly obese. And, I mean, he had man titties, okay? This 8-year-old kid had man titties. And he just kept going back to the bar, and I mean, like, I guess he was with his grandparents. But, I mean, they were there when I got there, and they were still there when I left. So it's like, you had to be there for like a good hour anyway, and you just continue to eat. And I mean, The grandparents or the parents or whatever, they looked in fairly good shape. I mean, they looked healthy. Well, this kid's big brother, I guess, was obese. And I mean, they just kept getting up and going to eat. And I mean, I was watching them, I'm like, do they ever fucking stop? But that's what it's come down to. And it's like, why do you gorge yourself? I mean, ask yourself that. I mean, if you are obese, like, is there a point? I mean, and you can't sit there and say, well, I like food, because everybody fucking likes food. Okay, even those stupid bitches that purge, okay, they like food. They're just in denial. And that's all your fucking problem is. You are in denial. And you seriously need to step outside of yourself and look and be like, you know, you look fucked up. Because you do. When you're all skin and bones and you don't fucking eat, you look disgusting. You don't look hot. You look sickly and fucking gross. Okay? When you're fat, you look sickly and fucking gross. You need to mediate. Now, I know that, you know, there's heredity and people are naturally, like, big. That doesn't mean you have to eat like a fucking horse. Okay? And just because you're not fucking, oh, I don't know, if you're not a fucking supermodel, why don't you be you? That sounds like a good plan to me. So, I'm Skully, and I'm signing off.